Cool. Pig, why? Oh, thanks, Percy. Pig, because I'm making some tier list slop for YouTube. Because YouTube is a bunch of little piggies, and they like slop. So that's what we're here to make. Thinking about doing just a couple tier lists. Slop me funny, man. Okay. Don't say it like that, man. I'm thinking about doing just some slop videos. Maybe doing some tier lists every Tuesday. Okay. Keep plugging away with Silksong. This one will go way quicker. Yeah. So, here are the areas. S, I'd like almost live there in person. Great place, great soundtrack. A tier, pretty good. I enjoyed every time I passed through. B, you know, it was inoffensive. C, it's not memorable. And F tier is I'm going to do my best to stay the hell away from it. Straight into F tier is BioWater. Where's... Some of these are pretty terrible maps. That's far field. Where is... Center's Road F tier. And where's the other one with the muck maggots? The putrefied ducts. Yeah. Okay. All of those F tier. Where's... Deep Nest is the only place in Hollow Knight that's F tier in my opinion. Oh, that's not true. That was just a complete lie. There is beauty hidden in BioWater, and it does have one of the best soundtracks in the game. But the muck maggot navigation is enough to plummet it to F tier. And every single enemy makes me want to rip my hair out. What little hair I have. It's gonna be gone. Where's the Royal Waterways? That's another F tier. Okay, now we can actually get to ranking the list. Okay. I should add a spot for I didn't do it. But God Home's definitely an A tier, just off vibes. White Palace is another one where I didn't spend a whole lot of time there. Loved it. Shellwood's alright. It's inoffensive. You know, I don't mind it. Some of the enemies, like all the stick enemies with Sister Splinter, they kind of piss me off. But beyond that, it's fine. Okay, the Abyss. The Abyss, but from Silksong. Some of the enemies really annoy me, but again, the vibes. The vibes save it from going into C tier here. I love Bellheart. I think it's the perfect cozy little town. I love that you have a home you can go to and just lay down in bed. You know, it's great. Blasted Steps, I like the vibe. I like that that's like where the story begins, is in Blasted Steps. But all in all, it's just very not memorable. What is this? This is like the moss place at the start of the game. Right. You know, it's fine. It's inoffensive. Very beautiful way to start the game. Is this just the entire Citadel? Yeah, this is just all facets of the Citadel. There's no way you don't put that in S tier. I think that would be an S tier for literally every single person's list. Kratos alright. Gets better with the surface journey. We'll say A tier. Deep Talks is going to B tier just because of the stupid little enemies that are like, you know, prime LeBron when it comes to throwing their exploding rocks of 2 damage at you. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm sure if I typed in LeBron James Silksong, he'd come up. I know, it's actually talking about him playing Silksong. That's crazy. Yeah, it's not showing up, but I'm sure what you guys know what I'm talking about. The dumbass dude with the big bucket head. Oh, I wish I could find a picture of him. It's only showing bosses. I don't want to see the bosses. I want to see the little guys. Let's see the little guys. Yeah, whatever. I can't see them, but I hate them. Why are you saying bruh? What about Kobe? Okay. The Marrow's kind of an enjoyable place. For the homing enemies. Do you think if I typed in Kobe it would work? Okay, there's a couple people who throw stuff. Not seeing them. No, no. It's people down in the forge. At least this is giving me actual, like, normal enemies instead of bosses. Yeah, I'm not saying it. A shame. It's the dude with the big ass helmet, and he just lobs these fireballs that do 2 damage. I swear they always hit you no matter what you're doing. I don't know, bugs the hell out of me. Far Fields, purely because of the Scar Singer's Path and the song just getting louder. Great. Grimoire is whatever, you know, it's very bland, it's very boring. I do love the vibes of the halfway home. Hunter's March. I didn't think Hunter's March was as bad as everybody else did. A lot of people really weren't fans of it. I really just honestly didn't mind it. Soul Tossed and B tier. Mount Faye, I was crashing out when I first tried to do the platforming there. But every revisit, I've enjoyed it more. I think it's a lot of fun, the platforming in the end game. The Marrow is, you know, inoffensive. It's not bad. I actually really like the Sands of Karak's story. If it was the whole, you know, Coral Lands, then it would have been a lot more enjoyable. Wisp Thicket as a C tier. It's inoffensive. I don't mind the fire enemies too much. Just get out of the way. Slab's an A tier, just because of the whole prison break sequence. That was so much fun and so unexpected. So big fan. Verdanian's very pretty. Actually, it's like probably the most beautiful area in the game. The Underworks, once again, great vibes. Silksong nailed so many of their areas. I shouldn't say great vibes for the Underworks. It's a super terrible place to be, but it tells the story that it needs to tell flawlessly. Wormways are a great C tier. I, you know, don't care about them. Okay, now we have all of the Citadel. Starting with Cogwork Core is an S tier area. Music cannot be beat. Music is great. It's my favorite. Gives me Frantic Factory vibes from Donkey Kong 64. Ooh. The High Halls, I think is what this one's called. Platforming super fun, but the stupid conductor enemies that summon the 3 flies to fly around them, they piss me off. So we'll dock them from A tier for that. Coral Chambers classic, but the bell throwing dudes drive me insane. The Memoriam was really cool. It was like a desperate attempt to capture the beauty of the lands that the Citadel itself was destroying. I'm gonna put it in A tier. just for the lore, you know. And then Whiteward, if you're into horror or body horror specifically, Whiteward is such a vibey place to be. Like, it is, like, I'm not a big fan of horror things, but it is so scary and just, like, you feel dread when you're there. And then when you find out that Sherma went there, like, it does something to your brain, man. Like, you lock in. We're putting Whiteward in A tier. Whispering Vaults, again, I don't like enemies that jump or throw crap at me, and the one with the lantern drives me nuts. But I do like historians. I'm sure a lot of you know that I'm super into history. So, the historians, of course, I'm going to enjoy. Okay. That's it for Silksong. We're getting into the Hollow Knight areas. Hollow Knight Abyss. We'll give it A tier. Once again, phenomenal vibes. Ancient Basin, it's whatever. I think I'm done with F tiers. City of Tears is an S tier area. You know, that's the first spot I remember getting to in Hollow Knight where I was just like, the world of this game is on another level. You know, Dirtmouth, it's inoffensive. You know, you have good memories of it because it's the first place you go, but it's not all that. Crystal Peak's kind of annoying. Platforming's, you know, fun enough, but nothing to remember. Green Path is probably another S tier area. It's like very beautiful place to be, and it has the first Hornet fight. It has Hornet's introduction, and as y'all know here on the channel, we love Hornet. Kingdom Edge is okay, inoffensive, but I don't really have any huge opinions. I'm actually gonna bump it up one because of this. I'm pretty sure that's where the Statue of the Radiance is, and that's pretty cool. Fungal Waste is kind of grosses me out. I mean, it's neat enough. Mushrooms, you know. The Hive, I think, is a super nice place to live. I think it's cool that when you have the Hive blood equipped, none of the bees fight you. They accept you as one of their own, and it's very pretty. Fog Canyon's really neat, but it's nothing, you know, particularly special. Forgotten Crossroads is just, you know, like, it's Chef's Kiss, you know, it's a classic, but it's nothing perfect. I'm actually gonna drop it to B tier. Howling Cliffs. On second thought, Howling Cliffs might be... Howling Cliffs might be where the Radiance is. The statue. Queen's Gardens, again, very pretty. The Trader Lord is really cool. Storyline. And then the Resting Grounds, it's, once again, very whatever. That's the list. You know, we're gonna go to I just had like a brain fart of all brain farts.